hear this shit. All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawah Shah, and that's all praises to the Most High God, whose real name is Yahawah, and we do so in the name of His Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and that's Yahawah Shah Mashiach. You know, it's your brother Yahawah here.
It's your brother Shabi Yahawah here, coming out with y'all another video, current events. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna dive into it real quick, fellas. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on, man. The United States made a huge mistake. You feel what I'm saying? Let Ukraine use the missiles in Russia's land. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta just sit back and wait till the retaliation's heating up, though, man. A lot of stuff going on.
Man, whole lot going on. As you see, the title, for the videos today is, the last days, shall be perilous times. So I just wanted to start off with that verse, just that chapter of the Bible that we're talking about real quick. And then we're just going to go, and be led through the Spirit and everything, man. So without further ado, let me share my screen. I want to start off with this section, being the title. So as you can see, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 from the top. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, Salakia, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So, the Most High is even telling us, to turn away from these things, and there's a lot of key things, even in these past, couple of days, I've been seeing a lot of this, even in just like everyday life, but in these bloggers and a lot of different people. We got people out here talking about, the people of God, despiser of those that good. People look at you as wicked, even as us as so-called Hebrew Israelites, or they try to say black Israelites, but we are Hebrew Israelites from the tribe of Judah and various tribes, but despisers of those that's good. The fact that we're saying that we are really God's chosen people, that we should keep his laws, statutes, and commandments and all these good things, people are looking at us as wicked. Like they despise us for saying we should keep God's laws. But God said that his laws will be the wisdom in the sight of the nations. This is what makes us wise. This is what makes us good. This is what makes us children of the Most High God. Having faith on who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is Yahawah Shah Mashiach, and keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. According to the scriptures, that's the only way we're going to be saved out of here. But people are despisers of things like this. And also, when you think about what month are we in right now, the month of June, what they turned it into, it's a beautiful month according to weather-wise and everything. But here in the U.S. of A., they consider this Pride Month. And look at what he said. The Most High said in the last days, there should be a lot of proud people and blasphemers. Even all this stuff, so like filthy lies, because think about the symbol of what pride is. Think about what they use as a symbol of pride. I just want to look at this. Let's look at this. I'm going to just see right now. They're using something that's beautiful that God used to make a covenant, with us as, Israelites, or say he wouldn't destroy the world by water. But look at this. I just typed in Google Pride Month. As you see, it's on here. And now all you see is nothing but rainbows and all this other stuff like this. But this is something that God gave us, as a covenant that he wouldn't destroy the world according to the Bible. This is, but look at what this is associated with them right now. Pride Month is here. Look at this. Pride Month. And they act like this is a good thing to be. God told us that, pride goes before destruction. Man, we're going to bring this out. And also I'm going to bring out the true purpose of the beautiful rainbow. What it's for, not that they're using it. So, they're using it in a blasphemous type of way. Like they're using a filthy, disgusting lie. But God said it was supposed to be something beautiful. But I want to start with this. This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 8. Look, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. But these people out here walking around in this great pride, men saying they like men, women saying they like women, and you changing and they're transformers and all this. And it's just funny that while we're in the end times and all this other stuff, and this is a Pride Month, like it will be perfect that he started to destroy people. If not now, this month, following after this, I let you get all your pride out, just so that destruction can go forth. You know what I mean? For real.
Just the same way Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of their pride. They had pride in all of this homosexuality, all of this wickedness, and it was exceedingly great. And you see how Yahawah judged Sodom and Gomorrah. Same.
Literally, it's about to be the same thing that happens here, man. It's about to be the same thing.
Shalom, Rashad.
Shalom, brother Gad in the building. Brother Gad in the building. Hold on, I got something else. I'm just looking at this real quick.
Kind of got a few precepts too, just to add on to what you were saying.
You do? Oh, matter of fact, you can pull on 1 second. 1 second. Let me just get this other one just to show the hit the home. That was the other point I want. Getting text and stuff, but right here, you know what I mean? The Most High God, He gave us what the rainbow is set for. You know what I mean? This is a token what He did after He did everything at the flood. This is Genesis 9, you know, the covenant of the rainbow. So after this, I want to get really to the point, but I want to get it right here. Let's say 9 and verse 9, Genesis 9 and 9. And I, behold, I will establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth, with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Verse 12. And God said, this is the token of the covenant of which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. This is forever. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. You know what I mean? So right here, Most High set the bow. The bow, and remember, I just want to go into just to see right here in the Hebrew. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do, everything according to it. So H7 198, and there's a bow. For the word bow, it is kashath. That's what it would be in the Hebrew. And it goes back, you know what I mean, bow, but right here,
rainbow.
Rainbow is the bow that He's set in the clouds. Because we know He's not setting a bow for hunting in the clouds.
Yeah.
But in this sense, it would be, you know, the rainbow. That rainbow, therefore, is simple.
And it makes sense because it's a bow. Think about a bow and arrow is always curved.
Exactly.
That's how you know. Like you say, that bow in the sky is a curved rainbow.
Literally.
In the sky.
Literally, bro. So
yeah.
You got Shalom, brothers. Like you said, brother. Yeah, all right. You had anything that you wanted to share or anything?
Yeah, I'm about to pull out these precepts real quick that we can dive up to it. So I'm gonna start off with Hosea 8 and 12. It reads, I have written to them great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like the brother was saying, like we are professing to be God's chosen people, and people don't even want to claim this. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to look at us like we bad or we this or we that, because they counting keeping the law as a strange thing, right? And we just have to understand, like you say, we in a month of pride, right? This is why all this wickedness is going on. And this is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11.
Hold on, let me get there.
God.
I didn't even know you wasn't sharing it, but I got you though. All right, we here. Yes, right.
This is in the NIV. It says, do this, understanding the present time. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is nearly over. The day is almost here. So let us put aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us behave decently as in the daytime, not in carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual immorality and debauchery, not in decision and jealousy. Rather, clothe yourselves with the Lord, Yahawah Shah Mashiach, and do not think about how to gratify the desires of the flesh. You feel what I'm saying? This is the things we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be cleansing our minds from the wickedness that we are seeing. You feel what I'm saying? And I got a little quick video, right? Just to show
Hold on.
y'all
You on there?
the works of no, I'm gonna show it on my phone. I'm gonna show it on my phone.
Because we shared. I thought you was gonna have it up. But
Just to show y'all the works of Pride Month. And this is what's out here. A damn demon.
man,
Damn demon. This is what pride is about.
literally.
People being wicked. You feel what I'm saying? This is what pride. Think about it. They call this pride, but and people are being prideful in wickedness. People are being prideful that they are doing what's opposite of what God wants them to do. Like it's really just a slap in the face. It's a huge slap in the face, bro. And the Lord is gonna have a swift judgment on these people in these last days, man.
No, for real, bro. Even when you like Pride Month all together, like it's crazy because like I was seeing shirts and like other stuff before. But when you actually look at it, man, if I'm about to share this screen, look at this. Well, it's my junk sharing, so like let me add it to the stage. But look at this. Pride Month all together. Look in the middle of it.
Demon.
Demon is right in the middle of this, and that was a damn demon walking. Look at this.
Literally.
It's right here. That was him right there.
Yep.
Video you just sent right there.
Demon.
Pride, demon is all in the same, right in the middle of it.
Demon.
Crazy, bro. That's what it is, bro. Straight demon time. Straight demon time. You know what I mean? For real. For real, for real. But I also want to pull one more thing, and we're gonna go into something, a couple of things, and then just go from there. But I know that Putin was saying some stuff because I think the United States had sanctioned basically Ukraine to send off shots if they want to. And I'm like, I don't know if people will follow it, but it's one called End Time Headlines on Instagram. And I advise you, if you haven't, you know what I mean, to check it out. Shalom, Brother Dayag in the building. Shalom, Brother Dayag. Let me see this, though. I just looked up the little. This was one of them titles we think what he said. And I'm like, right here, look. Kremlin warns Washington of fatal miscalculation to let Kyiv use the U.S. supplied weapons inside Russia. Deploys air and sea assets for military exercises in the Caribbean. And I believe they're over there right now in the Caribbean over there and all these different places. You know what I mean? And this is what he said.
Yeah, about Cuba and stuff.
Yep. And all of this, like he said. So he said this is a fatal miscalculation. Meaning people are about to die from these decisions that they made. Even right here, a little bit on it. Let's read a little bit of this. Last week, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the White House had approved of Ukrainian requests to deploy U.S. supplied weapons against targets in Russian territory. On the border near Ukrainian city Kharkiv, this use was authorized for the limited purpose of defending Kharkiv. Kharkiv, the second largest city in Ukraine, is just 30 kilometers or 18.6 miles away from Russia, has faced brutal and intensifying daily offenses, including numerous airstrikes. The hallmark of our engagement, our support for Ukraine over these more than 2 years have been to adapt and adjust as necessary to meet what's actually going on the battlefield, to make sure Ukraine has what it needs and when it needs it to do that deliberately and effectively. And that's exactly what we're doing in response to what we've now seen in around the Kharkiv region. Blinken said during a press conference over the past few weeks, Ukraine came to us and asked for authorization to use weapons that were provided to defend against this aggression, including against Russian forces that are amassing on the Russian side of the border and then attacking into Ukraine. And that went right to the U.S. president. And as you've heard, he's approved the use of our weapons for that purpose. You get what I'm saying? So even a little more. Let's see. I'll read a little bit more on this. And they have files and all this stuff. This can be easily searched. You know what I mean? They have the actual report right here. I'm actually pulling that one after it. But look, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky acknowledged the U.S. concession during a press conference in Sweden last week. I think, anyway, this is some step forward to that goal, which we discussed before, to make a possibility to defend our people who live in the villages through the borderline, and that's it. For today, that's it, he said. Meanwhile, Russia is preparing to deploy aircraft and combat naval vessels to the Caribbean to conduct military exercises in the coming weeks. Its first exercise in the Western Hemisphere involving both air and sea activity in 5 years, a senior administrator official told McClatchy and the Miami Herald. The Biden administration is not expressing concern over the employment, with the official stating that it poses no direct threat to the United States, which we already know this is smoke and mirrors, because if you doing a military exercise, like, you showing off your power. And it's like, eventually, like, what really happens with this? Like, it's not like basketball or even scoring, like, where it's like it's a scrimmage. It's like we're loading up with arms. We over here, we really in y'all ear, but we gonna say it's an exercise. But what happens, you know what I mean? It could be a mistake or anything happen. You know what I mean? And then now it's full-blown war. And I want to share this tab. Really, this is Yahoo News, just to show that, you know, people might be like, well, this is end-time headlines. But they are asserting, you know, their articles and everything that they have right here in this real things. Like I said, according to the Miami Herald, Russia deploying air and sea assets for military exercises in the Caribbean, U.S. official says. So look at this. Look at them Russians over here. They ready. They over here. Look at their ship. Look at Putin right there. This is all coming. This is national news. This is official news, and this is what they're doing. You know what I mean? See, or even right here, the Biden administration is not expressing concern over the deployment, which I just read, but the official stating it poses no direct threat to the United States. But the administration believes Moscow intends to use this exercise as a messaging tactic after President Joe Biden gave Ukraine permission last week to fire U.S.-made weapons across its border into Russia to defend its territory. Let's see. The official said the administration expects Moscow will conduct heightened naval and air activity near the United States that will likely include port calls by naval vessels in Cuba and possibly Venezuela, two long-standing Russian allies that have been occasional visits from Russian naval assets. So, bro, things are heating up, and pretty much it's on the damn dance floor because y'all gave them the right. Y'all put weapons in their hand and said they can use it. So, hey, if you friends with the ops, you are op as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's just really how it goes.
God, and that's what they was waiting on, because it's like, if America is giving all of this power to Ukraine to fight their battles, Russia like, why can't we do the same thing? Y'all, America is basically on the Ukrainian and Russia border, basically. You feel what I mean? So it's like the same thing Russia is doing now. Like they say, they going to Cuba and possibly Venezuela, two long-standing Russian allies that have seen occasionally visits from Russia naval assets in the past 2 decades. So they about to start deploying their troops or doing whatever they want on our land or on the white man land, Esau man. You feel what I mean? But like I say, stuff is brewing up, bro. It's the same thing. America think they the big bad wolf, and now look at Russia.
And you know what? For the other brothers, when brothers come on and maybe later, wherever, other brothers, I actually has a link in the chat for you watching. So when y'all get on here, just click. And if you see them, you know what I mean, the back chat, we can add y'all right in. But that's the link for the chat, so brothers can hop on, you know what I mean, at any time. But I guess I know you got a post. I'm gonna go into this little stuff. Like I said, I told everybody we always speak redacted. It's gonna be something that we probably show often on this channel because they go into a lot of current events, man, and that's what we have to do. We have to, you know, watch the signs of the times, man, and so we can be on point. You know what I mean? That's what's really gonna, you know, make us stable. So I'm gonna even pull this scripture. This is this is Isaiah 33:6. I have to believe this is an NIV because Brother Shab had did that, but you know what I mean? Isaiah 33:6. He will be the sure foundation for your times, a rich store of salvation and wisdom and knowledge. The fear of Yahawah is the key to this treasure. So we have to be watching diligently, and this is what's going to make us stable. So nothing's going to catch us off guard in any way, shape, or form, because we are watching, we're praying, we're looking at these prophecies, and we're aligning them with what we see in the news and current events. You know what I mean? That's what we're supposed to do.
God.
Okay. So, you know, without further ado, I'm going to go into this video and get straight to the points. This is on Redacted. The title, you know, here we go. Putin warns NATO, stop this now. Sends Russian Navy to Cuba right here. So we see this. They're confirming the articles that we just read. and they're going to say what they think on it, their take on it. So here we go.
.com. Well, NATO may be a few short steps away from a war with Russia. It certainly seems like that's what they want. Overnight, Russian President Putin asked Joe Biden to stop sending weapons to Ukraine. Putin also announced that Russia has the right to start supplying weapons to other countries and regions where the attacks will be carried out on sensitive targets in countries like Ukraine. Countries where the U.S. may have illegal bases, perhaps Syria comes to mind. Is this a descent into full-on war, or is it a possibility of nuclear war? Well, our next guest says that if Russia is attacked, they will respond with a massively destructive attack on Kiev, and he lines out the sequence of events. Gilbert Doctorow is the author of many books on Russia-U.S. relations, has been warning about this for decades. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for the invitation.
So you, in your most recent Substack, you lay out what you think will be Russia's response, and it goes something like this: Kiev, Poland, then military factories and bases in Germany, the UK, and France. And then in the end, spoiler alert, you say, but the US will not come to their aid and honor its Article 5 obligation under the.
So look, they're already thinking. So as you can see, they're going to walk down through the rest of Ukraine because now they're up in the ante. They haven't used really big missiles or anything like that. But since they opened that door, now Russia like, okay, we about to hit y'all with bigger bombs, meaning that there's not that much left to even walk through Ukraine. Then next, it will be Poland, which I believe is a part of NATO, which, and they said, according to, one of the articles that they have, if you fight one nation of NATO, you fight all of them. So it's saying you're probably going to hit Poland, then France and Germany and all that. And then they're expecting that even though, if you hit one nation of NATO, you hit all of them. They even saying out of their own mouth that they don't believe that United States is even going to do anything about them getting hit because it's not us getting hit. And it's like you're sending people out. It's like a chess move. It's like, so the United States is going to use the other NATO members as like pawns. But even according to, the Bible and a lot of things, they're going to despise the whore after that, which is the United States, which is described as the whore of Babylon, according to the Bible. But we'll get into that.
The NATO treaty. So the U.S. then is sort of escalating with no intent to actually show up, which is so interesting. Can you talk to this?
Yes. The last week or so, there's been a lot of discussion abroad in the United States and Europe about, and also within Russia, about what the likely response of Russia will be to strikes in its heartland and to military and civilian critical infrastructure by missiles that were manufactured in the United States, the ATACMS by France, Scalpers, and by the United Kingdom in its Storm Shadow, and given to Ukraine with the decision a week ago to announce that the Ukrainians have free hands to do what they like with these weapons and to decide what to target and what to strike. The Russian president, in a little over a week ago, during a press conference at Tashkent Airport, which he was at the end of his visit, a 3-day visit to Uzbekistan, mentioned that from the Russian perspective, any strike on Russia coming from Ukraine and using missiles of this nature, long-range missiles delivered from the West, is effectively an attack on Russia by the manufacturers and those guiding those missiles in the West.
See, so right there, he already let you know that them doing this now, he gonna take it as the United States is hitting them. Point blank, period. And the United States is setting these people up as a pawn to get their asses knocked down because that's all that's gonna happen. That's all that's about to happen, pretty much. And because their little weapons y'all got, man, ain't nothing, to be honest. And Putin is already telling you right now, I'm taking this as y'all doing it. So y'all might as well took the shots y'all damn self, honestly. It's crazy.
Finger on the button to launch was nothing more than a finger on a button. The decision making on what to target and the preparation of those missiles is essential to their success. That is, the targeting information comes from reconnaissance satellites monitoring the Russian ground, and is some technology that is inaccessible to Ukrainians. So effectively, the Western countries would be using Ukraine simply as a cat's finger, a cat's paw, to do what they want to do themselves and don't have the courage to say they're doing. The response, what
Damn.
Russia will do in that eventuality, has been the subject of a lot of speculation everywhere, as I say. Within Russia, the talk shows in which some very responsible and well-known personalities appear. I mean, by personalities, I mean experts who are members of the Duma and who do have decision-making responsibility or in the country. They have come out and they've made their remarks. And I will summarize that in a moment. But the point is that there's a lot of pressure on President Putin to be more explicit. What does he mean by response?
Yeah.
And who will be targeted? The reason why he's coming under this pressure is the realization by Russian.
Become the master of the air, the thunder of the seas, or a tank fury in the epic multiplayer action game War Thunder. It's a whole
officials that the warnings from Russia of what it may or may not do in response to this or that when its red lines are crossed have been misconstrued as bluffing in the West. That Russia has let the United States and other NATO allies cross various red lines without paying a price. So why should Russia demand a price now?
So they think it's shit sweet. So they rather to gamble pretty much with the lives of the Ukrainians and the rest of the NATO members that's close by, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna let it go a little bit more.
There has been, going back 6 months ago or more, some political scientists who have great renown within Russia and also are quite well known abroad, like Karaganov, was saying that to be credible, Russia in its threats to respond, Russia should do something demonstrative that catches everyone's attention and leaves no possibility for misunderstanding its determination to defend its sovereignty. What Karaganov was recommending, and which created an outrage in Washington, D.C., and also even among some of his fellow politicians and experts in Russia, he was saying, let's use technical nuclear weapons and make a strike and demonstrate that we have the power and are ready to use the power to defend ourselves. Well, that fell by the wayside. But in the last few days, the other Russians who were quite responsible, and Dmitry Trainin, for example, who was always a voice of reason, have come out also pressuring the Kremlin to be more decisive and to be more explicit about its intentions.
So pretty much, man, we see moves are about to be made. So pretty much now they saying, ball is in Russia's court, and what I mean, is basically now it's time to really, get things to popping. But the Bible tells us that things are going to really just start to, to kind of pick up, man. So it's about to be a lot of stuff to be looking for in the next coming weeks, because United States is being bold and making moves, and it's like you're trying to put people to the test that really feel like they don't have, nothing to lose. And a lot of things is going to speed up pretty much quickly, because I mean it's a lot of different things that we said, like a lot of different ways that we know that the times are going to speed up. I mean, Yahawah told us that it would. We know that the devil's going to come down with great wrath because he know that he had a short time. All these things is really going to happen, because, they told us to. So you know what? I want to get here because it made me think of Matthew 24. I want to get to when Yahawah quoting it. And if you got anything else, we could just go through it through the spirit and power of Yahawah. But matter of fact, this is Matthew 24. I'm starting at verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, and nor ever shall be. So that's the times that we're heading into. World War III. We've never even seen weapons like this in history. We've never seen just conflict like this. We never just seen the ability. We never just seen this type of magnitude of the pain and the amount of death that's even possible. Because I mean, there's been world wars and stuff, world wars, a lot of different conflict before. But the ability that these people have now and the amount of people they can kill at one time has never, ever been possible in any other time but this one right now. So look, verse 22 is the point I want to get to, Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And as you see, I don't know about to y'all, but to me, some of these days are flying by. I remember coming into 2024. Now we're literally at the halfway point of 2024. And, you know what I mean? All this stuff is happening. Even like when Russia and Ukraine war started happening, I don't even feel like that was over 2 years ago, but it's been now. So things are starting to happen through the spirit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
God. And at this point, like bro said, like I mean, since the ball is in Russia's court, we gotta just sit back, relax, and just watch and pray that we be counted worthy to escape these things, bro. You feel what I mean? I got a precept. I'm about to just pull this scripture real quick.
you sharing your screen?
Yeah, you can see it.
You go ahead. You on there. I'm about to actually search for some other stuff too.
God said, watch ye therefore and pray. Watch ye therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Yahawah, you feel what I'm saying? This is a main scripture I like to harp on because the things that we are seeing right now is huge, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Russia is deploying their navy into the Caribbean. You feel what I'm saying? That's right at our doorstep. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, you feel what I'm saying? Esau being Esau, he talking about he not worried or they don't see him as a threat. And that's where they go wrong at, bro. Because like bro say, like we see the biblical prophecy, right? And that's what it's that Revelations. I'm about to try to find it real quick. You got something you want to pull up? I'm about to try to keyword real quick. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I got really something. You know what I mean?
18. Damn. Let me see.
I got a couple things. I was just about to go into something for real, but I can pull this up because I actually have just an article just to prove a little point that I had, and you know what I mean, just something. So let me share my screen real quick. Let me share my screen. So right here, I just Googled. Basically, this is Googleable facts. So I just Googled where is Magog today, right? You know what I mean? Gog and Magog. If you look in the Bible, it speaks to that. Gog is the leader. So right here, even right here, this first article, Gog and Magog, which countries are ancient? Look, Gog is the leader of Magog, a land that includes Russia, Turkey, you know, Europe, possibly China. But we know Magog, that's that area up there, which so historians know, you know what I mean, that pretty much Gog and Magog would be the ruler of that area of what today is known as Russia, and Magog will be the land itself, right? And it appears in multiple times, Old Testament, New Testament. So just to get straight to the point, you know what I mean, it shows in a lot of different places, but to get straight to the point, I want to just pull right here where we're heading into. This is Revelation 20. I'll start at verse 7. It said, when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, which we know, you know, that's talking about the times where they was released in the Renaissance period, where they came back and then they kind of took over everything with, you know, guns and bombs and everything like that. But my point is verse Revelation 20 and 8. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. We know that they deceived many and had people think they were powerful with the atom bomb, which they did when they hit Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but they've just been deceiving, acting like they're just this and land of the free and all this. They're deceiving in many ways. This is the devil's playground. So devil is to deceive, they're the deceivers. But look, Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, and the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Because Gog and Magog, as we know, they're heading right there. That's Gog right now. Well, technically, if it happens today, Gog will be Vladimir Putin. Magog is Russia. They're the ones that's gathering everybody together. They're the main ones talking to China. They're a part of the BRICS, which is, you know, major different corporations and countries all together coming together for financial reasons, but now it's going to be for war reasons. You know what I mean? So Gog and Magog is about to be, you know, this is gathering everybody together. And God also speaks of it in Ezekiel 38. And like I said, this is something that's going to come out often just because of who it is and you know, why it's happening. You know what I mean? God is going to be the ones to bring everybody out, you know, to war. You know what I mean? They're going to be a guard to these other nations, and they're going to be the ones. But that's really the point I wanted to hit, Shab. If you already wanted to go to wherever you had, and we can
Yeah, because I seen this post a few days ago. I think it was like Tuesday, and I want to bring it out because this is going into Revelation 17 and 16. You can see my screen.
got you right now. We on there.
Because like once people start seeing like Russia take charge, this is when everybody else is gonna hop off America's ride and hop on Russia's ride. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna jump ship. And I got something to show y'all, right? So this is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which sitteth saw us upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, right? So we know NATO people is going to end up turning on America, right? And look at this. This is like a little under the radar. I don't think this got a lot of reports on it, but this is Turkey. They talking about Turkey is wanting to join the BRICS now.
Ooh,
reported desire to join the BRICS, right?
Ooh, that's
3 days
big.
ago. This is June 4th. This
That's
is recent. Look at this. So Moscow, June 4th, Russia welcomes Turkey reported desire to become part of BRICS groups of nations. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Tuesday, saying the subject would be on the agenda of the organization's next summit. So this is gonna be real soon. Peskov said there was heightened interest in BRICS, a group compromising Brazil, Russia, India, China. You feel what I'm saying? We know who them people are. The people be the main four that take this place out: South Africa, Ethiopia, Iran, Egypt, and Ishmael, and from various states that said it was unlikely the grouping could completely satisfy all interested nations. You feel what I'm saying? So. Oh, so they said the next meeting. Oh no, this was back then. So yep, that's during that meeting. So so it's been some time. So whenever their next summit is, they say Turkey is more than likely gonna be joining BRICS. You feel what I mean? And this is just continuously prophecy being fulfilled, bro. So things, man, like stuff is really coming to pass. Like things that the Bible is telling us, bro. So we just gotta stay focused, stay prayed up, and watch.
No, for real. And through the spirit, I want to share my screen real quick because I'm like just thinking about like the Brits. So you said that. So we already know Turkey is a NATO member, right? So as it said before, that man said that he believes that once they walk through Ukraine, then they're gonna hit these other ones. They're even believing that they're not going to help them once Russia gets to get on their ass. So in turn, that will make Revelation 17 come to pass and just look so like it will fit. It's like, well, if you ain't helping us, we can't beat them. We might as well join them. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So just look up like the BRICS. All you gotta do is Google BRICS, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is BRICS. This is BRICS. If you look at that, so look, BRICS is an intergovernmental organization comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, all that. But the BRICS was them because they are the first ones. So you know what I mean? They were the first ones in there. So it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. But if you look at the 2024 expansion, look, in August 2023, at the 15th year BRICS Summit, you know what I mean, announced that 6 emerging market group countries, Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, had been invited to join the bloc. Full membership was scheduled to take effect on January 1st, 2024. However, the Argentina general election in November 23 led to a change in president. So they had a little change. But as you see, all of these, you know what I mean, pretty much are in the BRICS now. Saudi Arabia did not join BRICS at the start of 2024 at plan. However, they announced in mid-January they were considering membership. So we understand that they are there now. And if you look right here, look at the member states. So you could just see who it was when they got in there. So, you know, Brazil, that's why it's in order. I believe Brazil was the first one, September 2006. So they all was together: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, United Arab Emirates. Application and expansion process. So right here, Countries that have applied for membership, a total of 15 countries have formally applied to join. So Algeria, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Pakistan, Senegal, Thailand, Venezuela, Vietnam, Yemen. And then look at all these potential candidates. In addition, to follow those countries have just expressed interest. So, oh my God.
Right there.
Right there. NATO, this is a NATO member, and they have already expressed interest. But look at all these other ones: Syria, all these, Sudan, Jamaica, Nicaragua, Qatar, Congo, Colombia, Cameroon, Angola. So it's a lot of places. You know what I mean? And even like, you know, it was basically about bank development at first and all this and growing and money and agriculture. But even through the spirit, you know what I mean? God tells us that, you know, he's going to take them out of that mindset, which I believe is that Joel 2 or is that Joel 3?
Might be 3.
He said, turn your plowshares.
Yeah, that's 3. I think it's in the beginning.
Yeah,
like 3 and 2 or something.
Or is it 3?
I believe it's 3.
I don't know if it's 3, bro. Oh yeah, it is. It's 3 and 10. Salakia. So look, this is Joel. So right now, as we see the BRICS, it was about a financial thing. It's about them coming together with their own money to be done with the fiat dollar. It's about coming together to make a conglomerate. So that's the first part. But God says he's going to switch around everything. You know what I mean? So this is Joel chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 9. Look, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about hither, and cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. So as we see, they were in the spirit of BRICS to come together, you know, to basically build together. But now, you know what I mean, it's impossible to build in times of war. So they went from building plowshares, you know, stuff to help you beard and grow and all that. Now it's to spears and weapons of war, and let the weak say I'm strong. So countries that normally would have been scared to come up against the United States and speak anything in a bad way are now have the confidence to be like, fuck y'all, we gonna join the BRICS. We don't care. You know what I mean? It's pretty much, it is what it is. Smaller countries like North Korea, who's been on that. They've been on that. You know what I mean? This is allies of Russia and all of them right now. They might not be formally with the BRICS, but they're allies of them. And then these countries are pretty much big. They're lucrative, and you know what I mean? They have flourishing economies, and a lot of our debt and a lot of like these, we outsource a lot of things into these countries, especially places like China and Taiwan, which makes a lot of our computer chips and most of our products, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So-called United States. You know what I mean? You got that article that you wanted to about the stuff, because I actually want to go into that, but I didn't want to pull nothing from the scriptures until you actually pulled that.
No, I got it. I'm about to share my screen right now. You know what I'm saying? All the things we see, we have to start putting away this place. You feel what I'm saying? We see America's on its own crutches, and our people are still in this place with our heads up their ass. You feel what I'm saying? And it's really bad, because it's like if you don't got the strength to stand up for your God now, what makes you think that they're gonna or he's gonna help look out for you? You feel what I'm saying? That's Proverbs 1 and 22, right? I don't know why this wasn't low. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is another thing that's going on here. Go ahead, load it. Here we go. So it started saying now prices are going down. You know what I'm saying? Because at first inflation was rising things up, but now we're about to see, right? So look at this. This is the cut. Last week, Walgreens announced price cuts on 1,300 items, including vitamins, tampons, skincare products, groceries, because their company understands our customers are under financial strain and struggle to purchase everyday essentials. A few weeks before that, Target reduced prices on thousands of goods like that, like fruit, dairy, coffee, peanut butter, pet food, paper towels, stating that it will help customers save big as they are feeling pressured to make the most of their budget. You know what I'm saying? But shoppers who have been pissed off about their grocery bills for years now are calling BS. lowering price to help people? Please, no one's going to be mad at cheaper face wash. But sudden rollback stems contrived until now companies have blamed inflation for a growing cost. What was that, a lie? Some customers accused the retailers of price gouging and greedflation. They called it greedflation. Other
Yeah.
price cuts were too little, too late. Not mentioning a lot of the discounts were $1 to $2, hardly doorbuster savings. So you feel what I'm saying? People are going through it. It's a struggle in the States, man. And we see that even them doing this, they go end up losing money. You feel what I'm saying? People is still mad at them, even lowering prices, not believing in them,
Yeah.
knowing this stuff is in shambles. You feel what I'm saying? And people already got to mess up their budget. Remember on TikTok, people was talking about the housing, they can't pay their bills. This lady get paid $200 or $2,000 a month, and she only got $10 left in her
Left
budget
up.
to spend after bills. You feel what I'm saying? This is hitting them on top of the head again. So this is why they continuously lower prices, because they know that their place is coming to an end. You feel what I'm saying?
Shalom, brother Kanye. I'm about to put a link in the chat for you if you want to hop on here. It's another. There was one earlier. I'm gonna send another one for you though. Shalom.
Shalom, Kanya, shalom. So it reads, what exactly is going on? Sure, inflation has slowed, but it's still higher than normal. The economy continues to look healthy, but almost all measures, despite the weird vibes, because America is still portraying this green screen image to our people, making it seem like we're still thriving, but in reality, everything is collapsing. Banks are closing every other month. Inflation is going to keep skyrocketing, right? I'm gonna keep going. It says, what's causing this abrupt shift? We asked some experts to explain what is happening. What can we expect in the future? Let's see if they say some real stuff.
Yeah.
Lord of Price, Lord of yeah. Oh, I'm gonna start right here. It says initially prices went up for every concrete reasons. Back in 2020, the pandemic broke supply chain, inflation ballooned. Sure, some retailers probably gouged prices to capitalize. Yep. So that's how this is what people went wrong at. People was getting all that pandemic money and everything started skyrocketing. You feel what I mean? It's about to be the same thing because we know about the quote unquote H5N2
Mm.
BF flu, the quote unquote new flu that's going around. So it's a lot of stuff affecting our economy. If another shutdown come, inflation gonna skyrocket again. They will give people more money, and people are gonna dig themselves even deeper into this hamster wheel. You feel what I mean? And you said you had a scripture to go with that.
No, I definitely got something, but it's like stuff you said, like, man, we have to come out of this place in a lot of different ways. Like, obviously, we can't just leave. And, you know what I mean? God even tells us that, you know what I mean? Just leaving is not going to help you anyway, you know what I mean? Because, you know, pretty much
Mm-hmm.
you can run from judgment regardless, but we have to come out of this place spiritually and mentally because we have to check out of here, bro. And I'm just going to go to the scriptures to really prove it. I got a couple to really show it, but look, this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So what is this place polluted with? It's polluted with, you know, fornication. It's polluted. Our food is literally polluted. Our air is polluted. They are putting chemtrails. Our water is polluted. Just the mentality, the music, the ideologies, the things that they pushing onto the children. I mean, they're celebrating pure wickedness in something called Pride Month, but it's something that is an abomination in the sight of the Most High God. This place is polluted in a multitude of ways. You know what I mean? I also to get another one because I was going to go to the Apocrypha, but even to hit it home, you know, in the Apocrypha, he says the same thing. This is Second Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna start at verse really 4 because that's what's about to happen. You know, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith Yahawah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, which we see that's war, that's guns, everything, famine, which is about to happen right now. People are starving, death and destruction. Look, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So we already know that America is the top dog. Everybody uses the so-called American dollar. Even if you think about every country and everything, you could tell who's in power by the currency that they're using and the language that they're speaking. I don't care where you go and everywhere any country you go to, people are going to know the English language because they have conquered everything. So they have exceedingly polluted the world with their thought processes, with the music, with the movies, with everything. And this all is used as a whole psyop to really control everything, even Hollywood, the movies they put in front of us, just everything is all based on control. So we have to come out of this place spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. We can't physically leave because, you know what I mean, that's not going to work anyway. And I actually want to pull the verse to really prove that. If I can, is it? Let me see. What am I looking for? I'll be getting these confused sometimes. YouTube and yep. So it is Jeremiah 42, right? Let me share this because people be saying like, well, why not just leave? But God says you can't leave. There is no leaving. So right here, this is Jeremiah 42 and 13, just so you can understand that people, I'm gonna move back to Africa or whatever. Like, if you're gonna get judged by the Lord regardless, it's pretty much over. And then it's gonna be a beautiful thing to actually receive salvation over here and see the hammer of the whole world go down. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a beautiful thing to see the fall of this place. And Lord willing, we be a part of that number, we will be redeemed from this land. But this is Jeremiah 42. I'm gonna start at verse 14. But if you say we will not dwell in this land, neither obey the voice of Yahawah your power, saying no, but we will go into the land of Egypt, where we shall see no war, nor hear the sound of the trumpet, nor have hunger of bread, and there we will dwell. Because it's like we said, this all was coming to this place, but that's really what's coming to the earth judgment. But people like, well, since America going through all that, let's go to Egypt, Africa, let's go somewhere else, so we won't have to see this. Verse 15. And therefore hear the word of Yahawah, ye remnant of Judah. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the God of Israel, if ye wholly set your faces to enter into Egypt and go to sojourn there, then it shall come to pass that the sword which ye feared shall overtake you there in the land of Egypt, and the famine whereof you were afraid shall follow close after you there in Egypt, and there ye shall die. So there's no escaping judgment anywhere on this earth, on this planet. You will not escape judgment. You know what I mean?
God.
Let me see, because I know it's in right here, and I just want to get to that point because I mentioned it, because it's going to be a glorious thing to really see. But you know, pretty much Jeremiah 50 and 22, look, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. We are in a time of war. There's always a time of everything, but right now we are in a time of war. Everybody is at war. Even there's war in people's households. We've been seeing people get killed by mothers and girlfriends, and men killing women and shooting babies, and you know what I mean, just civil wars. It's Biden versus Trump supporters over here, Israelis versus Palestinians, China versus Taiwan. You know, it's just a lot of war. So this is the sound of battles in the land of great destruction. But look at this. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because we know that's what's coming to this place. And he's saying this is the hammer of the whole earth. America is the big bad bully. But God said that the hammer is going to be broken. It's going to be cut asunder and broken. So that's just what we have to look forward to. We understand there is no escaping this, man. There is no escaping this. And shoot, I might as well get to the next point, like to kind of hit home and the stuff you said, to even touch on that article and just what's coming to this place, bro. It's just a lot of confusion and everything, because like you said, people are confused about like, wait, is the inflation really real? You know, you were price gouging before, you sit us up, like not really is it real, but it's like, because we see that prices are going up anywhere, but it made it seem like, were they overcharging us before? And now you say you can do it because people can't afford products. So it's like, was it real before? We see that it's real now. And it's not really that prices are going up, it's that our dollar is going down because our debt continues to rise. You know what I mean? It continues to get worse and worse. You know what I mean?
God.
Of course. And then if you continue to print money, how the hell can it be worth anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, more of anything,
it becomes less in value.
There you go. That's exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I just was trying to really look. And I know we looked at the national debt clock last time we was here, and I know it was at 34 trillion before, but it's pretty much almost at 35 right now, bro. Like, I'm gonna share this before I get to that scripture, but look at that. It's 34.8 and counting right now on the national debt clock. I don't know why I look like there's something out here. I can't close this out or something. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but as you can see right here in the corner, U.S. national debt. So pretty much after another 200 billion, or really 1.5 billion, we'll be at $35 trillion in debt. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get right back here to this. This is second Ezra. This is second Ezra, chapter 16. This is an apocrypha. If you don't have one, get you one. Whoever may be watching, I know most of the people that know, they have one. You know what I mean? But for those that don't, that may be new to this knowledge of the truth, I advise you to get one. It's very prominent into what we're about to see, and it aligns with the scriptures and brings it all, cohesive. It makes it more cohesive. But look, this is second Ezra chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So God is sending them out, and he's not going to be done until everything comes to pass. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So God is telling everybody it's wartime. He's sending out these famines. It's about to be hard times, and it's not about to change nothing until we have to go through this. It's happening. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? If you don't know, woe, W-O-E, is destruction according to the Bible. So destruction is me, or doomed is me, doomed is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things they shall not turn for their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Because as we see, wickedness is still increasing, even with all that's going on, even with a lot of, there's so many Hebrew Israelite camps out here. There's so many people that know they are Israelites, know they are Jews, know they are God's chosen people. But what are they really doing to change it? Are they trying to walk in God's commandments? Are they trying to, have faith? Are they trying to walk blameless out here? No, they are not. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But this is the point I wanted to get to really right here, verse 21, to speak on the article that my brother Shah brought out. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Because right now, some people might go into Targets or whatever and see like, oh, prices dropping. I thought they said something about inflation and all that other stuff, not knowing that it's really confusion. It's really some BS in the game why they're doing this, to really get you to come in here and look. Even after that, so they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because this is great confusion right now. Like, wait, we in inflation, but they can go down on prices, all this other stuff. So it's like, what the hell is really going on? Look, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that shall escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, bro. And as in the dead shall be cast out as done. There shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. So right now we are living through this right now, where they saying vegetables shall be so good and cheap, where it's looking like it's cheap, but people can't even afford it when it's cheaper. Right now I've been seeing sales on like Nike.com and just all this type of other stuff, whereas I've never seen, Jordan sales and stuff like that in a lot of different places that they're trying to get sales to, but that's because people can't even afford it, bro. You can afford to really do it and make you feel like we in good case. But the people that's not watching, that's not in the light, that's not knowing that this place fall is inevitable. They think like, okay, things are changing, not knowing nothing is changing, bro. It's only gonna be here.
Con, that's right. Nothing is literally changed. Like, and that's that green screen, just like the rap game. It's like everything you're doing, the working, all of this is just like you said earlier, it is really keeping us docile until this place go really, really falls. Like they're really doing that, and it's just like they're just holding on to nothing because this is all they got. You feel what I mean? And what else? Knowing we Hebrew Israelites, we know we cannot think like these people are thinking. You feel what I'm saying? We have to hold on to the Most High, understand that He is all we got. He's going to bring us out of this. You feel what I'm saying? The Most High God is going to redeem us from the famine, the pestilences, and all of these plagues is about to happen. If you obey Him and keeping His commandments, you feel what I'm saying? I got a quick precept. I'm about to bring that Proverbs out real quick. Hold on. All right.
Hold on. You got it up. Let me
I'm about to share right now.
count. There you can add you up there. You Sean.
So it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, when you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? You feel what I'm saying? Like the brother Anton Daniels, we just got done watching. How long is you gonna be simple and brag about the worldly things and delight in your scorning and hate the knowledge of you being an Israelite, that you got to keep God's commandments and that you God chosen people? How long are you gonna be like this? He telling you, turn at my reproof. Listen to the people in His service He has set up on these highways and byways, right? Because they are giving us the wisdom that we need. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. When you have said at not all my counsel and with none of my reproof, I will also laugh at your calamity. That calamity is that what he just read in 2nd Ezra 16. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna be mindful. None of these scourges. You're not gonna be mindful. If you starving to death, you're not having no power, no none of this. You're just gonna be thinking, oh, I gotta get this bag. I gotta go back to work. You feel like this is really people mindset, bro. Till this day, they know economy is crashing, or the housing, or I just gotta do some more overtime. It's gonna be all right. Once I get this new job, get this raise, I'm gonna be good. You see what I'm saying? But look, he says, I will laugh at your calamity when you are here struggling. When you calling on the Lord, but you didn't want to listen to his teachers out here, you wanted to scoff at them and talk mess about them, saying they dusty, they this, they that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I will mock when your fear come. He gonna mock you just like how you was mocking his prophets. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is all y'all doing. This is why all of these things about to come upon the earth, because people hate the truth. You feel what I'm saying? People hate the word of God. When your fear cometh as desolation, people are afraid of losing their money.
Oof.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahawah. They would none of my counsels. They despised all my reproof. You despise the people that was out there on them highways and byways trying to correct you till you put down that blunt, till you put some fringes on, keep your beard on your face. You despise this, right? Therefore, they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. This is another, like Psalms 91 is telling us, all of y'all people that's despising the Most High God and His commandments, y'all gonna have a hard judgment in these last days, bro. All of this scoffing, all of this stuff is about to come in full fold on y'all, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This is all praise to the Most High that He has given us, blessed us with the grace of good works. You feel what I'm saying? And able eyes, and open eyes and open ears to hear this prophecy and to hear all these things come to pass, bro. Because it's a time like Revelation 24, what was that, like 20 something? He told y'all that it's about to be a time like never before, man.
Khan. Shalom, brother Kanya in the building.
Shalom.
Hey, Shab, I ain't gonna lie. That was so fire that you brought out, and it was crazy because I still was looking through more of that 2nd Ezra 16, and he gets to go deeper. Like that whole chapter is kind of deep, but like go further down, bro. I'm about to actually bring it out, and it's literally alignment with what you said and everything right there. But bro, I'm about to really just go to it. So I'm like, this is kind of nuts that Shab just brought this out, and it's kind of in alignment. And you know what I mean, Kanye, I don't know how much you've seen or caught up, but bro, if you can, you know what I mean, just bring out whatever. We've been on here for a minute, but you know what I mean, we allow you to put your brick in, my brother. You know what I mean? But This is Second Ezra chapter 16, and like we was already reading it earlier. I'm gonna jump down. Let's see, because he says something. Really, I'm gonna start right here at 62. It said, "Yeah, and the Spirit of Almighty God, which made all things and search out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth. Surely He knoweth your inventions and what ye think in your hearts, even them that sin and would hide their sin." Because people gonna try to hide all the bullshit. That's what they doing. They acting like it's all good. People gonna try to hide everything, but yeah, okay, we gonna see. You can't hide from the Lord. Look, verse 64. "Therefore have Yahawah exactly searched out all of your works, and He will put you all to shame. And when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. What will ye do? Or how will ye hide your sins before God and his angels? Behold, God himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall God lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble." So that's what we all had to do. All of us were not blameless. Like as the book says, the good book says, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So we have all sinned before, but we are not active practicers of sinners anymore. We are turned away. We're repenting for our wicked ways, and we are trying to walk as blameless, and it's the best of our ability that we can to be blameless in the sight of God, so we can be delivered from all these troubles that he has already written and sworn is coming upon this earth.
That's right.
But look, I'm gonna just get a little even more, because so he's telling you all these things is coming. People trying to hide them sins instead of confessing them, so they can repent and purify themselves from all unrighteousness. They're going to try to hide it, but you can't hide from God. But look, verse 68. "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. They that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So people are going to be out here pretty trying to do whatever the hell they want to. You know what I mean? Look, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." It's about to be a lot of stuff, but if you pretty much ain't protected, you know what I mean? The Lord said his people are going to eat and everything, but people are going to be tried. Look, "They shall be known, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." You know what I mean? "Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide." So we have to put everything into him, because all of this is going to happen. And it's going to happen to people that probably, you know, are the Lord's people, or think that they're believing in him, but they're not doing anything because they still have secret iniquities. They haven't really turned away. They haven't really fully turned to the Lord. The ones that fully turn to the Lord, like he said, you're going to be able to see who his chosen are. They're going to be tested, but he's going to deliver them in those days of trouble. They're going to be delivered from all those troubles that's coming upon them, man, at the end of the day. Oh, yeah. As my brother said, if you ain't got a Apocrypha on his own, it's also in the 1611 King James Bible if you wanted to get one. You know what I mean? Get you a 1611 King James Bible, which the Apocrypha is included. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people. The Most High is pouring his spirit out here on, you know, on his people, man. So this is as good a time as ever to really get in accordance with the Most High God.
Most definitely. Get that Apocrypha, man. Get y'all some highlighters. Highlight that boy up.
For real, for real. Do the best you can, brother. I know Dayah, brother, Bush, brother, could have came out here a little early. I don't know if you got anything you want to say. I kind of brought out everything I pretty much had to, for real.
Same here.
Nah, I think y'all hit the point, you know what I'm saying, pretty well. So I just wanted to get on here to see what was going on. You know what I mean? Trying to see if I can find this precept real fast. But if I can't, man, like I said, it's all through the spirit. Y'all brothers hit it home. Like, all praise to the Most High.
I forgot to have my banner up there, man. You see the banner just put up. We give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. You know what I mean? This is YLK, which stands for Yahawah's Law Keepers, man. And, you know, we hit the streets week in and week out. And Lord willing, we continue to, you know, bring it to you guys on the internet that probably can't come out, you know what I mean, on every Tuesday and Thursday, Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahawah Yahawah.
That's right.
And if you can, you know what I mean, want to donate to the ministry, this is our group's cash app right here. Cash app, hashtag Yahawah's Law Keeper. You know what I mean? Donate if it's on your heart. You know what I mean? If not, it is what it is. But we're going to continue to push this word. You know what I mean? YLK till Judgment Day, man. That's what it is over here with us. You know what I mean?
And just to be sure, did y'all bring out Matthew 13 and like 16? Because I just want to hit that point, like with the brothers, you know what I'm saying that all these things that are coming. I mean, we are blessed for having the opportunity to see that, right? So this is Matthew 13.
You want to show your screen?
Oh yeah. Hold on, matter of fact, let me go on. Well, if you can pull it up for me.
Let me see. Matthew 13.
Yeah, it's like 16 and 17, I believe it is.
All right, let me see. I'll share mine real quick. What? I didn't do that. I typed in Matthew 13. Oh, here we go. All right. You can bring it out to whenever you see it. You said 16 and 17. Oh, ooh, yep.
It's like we got to understand that we are blessed for being able to see these things in the correct light as well, too. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, and verse 16. It says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them." So us seeing the fall of this nation, right? Us understanding that our salvation is coming up, understanding what's coming here, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that we have that protection with Yahawah, it's like that's a blessing. And the prophets of old, the mighty prophets of old, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have the opportunity to see this. And that's why Christ said that we are blessed for having this opportunity, right? So with all that being said, we got to, keep our perspective broad, don't tunnel vision, and understand that we are blessed above measure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yep. That's definitely something to be grateful for, man. That's what I said. Like, even when it said, like, pray, giving thanks for everything, like, thanks, that goes back to gratitude, man. This is a blessing for us to be able to even feed, the lost sheep and to feed our people and to even be given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, bro. We cannot take this for granted.
The same with that scripture you brought up, second Esdras, what's that? 16, I think 74. Say, neither doubt. Say, damn, I'm about to pull it up in my apocrypha real quick.
Oh yeah, I got it up on the screen.
Kind, because it said, "Be not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahawah. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves." Right? Because we have to keep a high hope. You feel what I'm saying? You doing what you're supposed to be doing in this world, serving your God. You feel what I'm saying? He will save you from all of your afflictions, all the trouble that we are about to see, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Be not afraid, neither doubt, for God is our God. You feel what I'm saying? We have the Most High God and the only one true God who we are serving. You feel what I'm saying? He is a righteous God.
You want to bring it out? You must well finish this chapter. I ain't
verse 77. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed and cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. You know what I'm saying? People that can't shake this world and continuously want to just fulfill the lust of their flesh and not trying to be godly, people are going to be destroyed. You feel what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. If you're not trying to wake up every day and pray to the Most High to get you about that sinful nature, you're going to be caught up. You're going to receive the wicked, the reward of the wicked. Like Psalms like you say, you feel what I'm saying? We're going to see the reward of the wicked. You feel what I'm saying? Which is destruction, death, decay, and so on and so forth, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I just want to get that just because this is like one of my favorite prayers, and I advise everybody, you know what I mean, if you can, bro, get familiar with these songs, bro. Get familiar with this. This is one of the most powerful ones. This is something that everybody should meditate on day and night. Day and night. I really want to start from the top, and I'll probably stop at the verse that my brother just quoted, because like you said, it's about to be a lot of chaos. It's about to be a lot of hectic things going on, but we have to rely on the Lord pretty much for everything, because he is everything and he is the only thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And look, even right here, you look, security of the one who trusts in the Lord. So other people are going to be putting their trust in Egypt, putting their trust in their guns, putting their trust in man or their stock or their bunkers like these rich people. But us, as true believers and the true Christians, we're going to put our trust in Yahawah, man. So this is Psalms 91 from the top. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahawah, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Right there. So everybody has something to reward. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to reap what they sown, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So even the wicked people, you have a prize. Even like so-called, Christmas, how they said, like the good people that was doing good, Santa brought them gifts. But the ones that was being evil, they had lumps of coal in their stockings. You know what I mean? In that wicked story, we don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm just using that as, an analogy that even you're going to receive something for the works that you're out here doing. I mean, everybody, you're going to reap what the hell you sow.
And if you can, Malak, pull up Sirach 2 and 10, because just to hit that point home, it's like we using these scriptures as our, it's also a part of being stable too. So we got to look at the past and understand, like, there has not been an Israelite that has called upon the name of the Lord, that put his trust in Yahawah and was forsaken. So if you can read that Sirach 2 and 10, so it says, look at the generations of old. So we're supposed to look at the prophets. We're supposed to look at our ancestors and see, right? It says, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So when these trying times coming up, we got to understand that this is nothing new. That the process is, hey, we going through affliction, we got to call upon our God, right? And he's just to save us out of that affliction, right? It's no different. That's Psalms 91. You putting your trust in the Lord, you're gonna see a lot of destruction. You're gonna see the reward of the wicked, but it's not gonna come near you, because your trust and your hope and your faith is in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It's to your God, right? And that's really what we gotta understand. What the brother was pointing out, like going into these times, is we need to get back right with our God. You feel me?
Because if you don't, you're gonna die. Straight like that.
Because if you can finish that 11 real quick, that's what
Salaki. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it back up. I ain't know. Definitely powerful and needs to be finished.
But verse 11, it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. So, like, just off the bat, we got to understand that our God is merciful. You know what I'm saying? He's just to forgive. He's patient with us, right? It says he's gonna save us out of the time of affliction. We gonna see all of this, right? We gonna be amongst our people when all hell breaks loose. We're gonna be on this earth, right? But like I said, he's gonna save us out of the time of affliction. And that's really what it got to be. And if you doubting that, or you lack faith, or you can't bring yourself to trust in the Lord, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna reap what you sow.
Yeah,
right? You're gonna reap destruction. But
you also keep going, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It says, verse 12, woe be to the fearful hearts and the faint hands and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. Right? So if you lack faith in the Most High, you're not getting defended. That Psalms 91 don't apply to you. Right? When you see all the destruction and the hell going on and people dying at your left and right, if you faint-hearted and you're not trusting the Lord, you doubting, that that protection that you supposedly banking on is not for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can keep going a little bit too.
For real.
Verse 14, it says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?" So that's a crazy thing too, because you talk to a lot of our people. Of course, we going through hell, we afflicted, but it's like when they say, "Oh, well, the Most High didn't do this for me when I needed it at that time," and so that's why I'm not doing 100%. It's like, how can you a creation say to your Creator, I'm losing patience, or
Yeah.
I'm turning my back? It's like it don't work like that. It's just that's a crazy statement that it always boggles my mind when I hear it, right? But that's just what the Most High has on their spirit, right? Verse 15, it says, "They that fear the Lord will not disobey His word, and they that love Him will keep His ways." Them laws, statutes, and commandments. You're gonna be filled with that, right? It says verse 16, "And they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto Him, and they that love Him shall be filled with the law." Right? If you love God, that's that 1 John. Right? If you love God, you're gonna keep His commandments. You're gonna keep the laws. Right? It says, verse 17, "They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in His sight." It didn't say, like, again, it didn't say physical preparation. You don't have to do something like, "Oh, I got to stock up this amount of food," right? I gotta get some guns to defend myself. Nah, if you believe Psalms 91, if you believe all of these scriptures that say the Lord gonna defend you, you don't need to do none of that. It said you need to prepare your heart, which is really your mind. You need to. It's more of an inward thing, right? Because you yourself know more than anybody if you really have faith, or if you're diligent, or if you trust in the Most High. Right? It says, "Humble themselves in His sight." The humble, you know what I'm saying? The meek, those the ones that He is protecting and giving that defense for. Verse 18, saying, "We will fall into the hands of the Lord, or in the hands of Yahawah, and not in the hands of men." Right? And it says, "For as His majesty is, so is His mercy." Because we understand, like, we've been blessed to understand that the Most High is merciful. You know what I'm saying? He's merciful, and He's just to forgive and save out of the time of affliction. That's what you have to prepare your heart and your mind for. And these scriptures are going to be your stability in those times. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come in and say that little piece, man, because we got to understand that who we serving and what we need to do. And you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's out of our hands. It's of the Most High.
That was a very powerful, man. I'll let you end it like that. That was a very powerful segment, man. Man, come out, come deal with us. You want to? You see where we be at? That's most likely our camp spot. You know what I mean? For the most time, that's what we known at. So if you want to come talk to us in person, man, you can pull up on us. You know what I mean? But Lord willing, you know, this was edifying. You know, concise and straight to the point. So you know, I want to say, call Halal, Yahawah, Bahashim Yahawah Shah. Say Shalom. See y'all next time, man. Lord willing.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom, family.